Hari Om, Namaste, Swagatam. I welcome all on this national webinar series, Yoga Ramayana Vishwakosha History, proving the history and authenticity of the text Ramayana. In today's session, we have Acharya Ramachandraji Bhatt detailing about Ramayana, the characters of Lord Hanumanta, as well as on Sundarakanda with his beautiful stories.
वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनातु भुवनं पुण्या पुनातु भुवनं पुण्या रामायण महानदी मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। When this Ramayana Vishwakosha project is launched by our S. Vyasa Yoga University and Prashanti Kutiram, this whole talk must be sanctified and guided by yogic insight. So this very Vak Seva or deliberation or satsanga, it is a part of yoga practice. As it is told by Patanjali in his Vyakarana Mahabhashya, it is Vagyoga. So there are 8 yoga siddhis. It is very well portrayed in the 3rd pada of Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, Vibhuti Pada. As someone conducts his journey, yogic journey, guided by Rishi Parampara, Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, naturally he will develop some inner potentialities. They are called Ashtasiddhis. Anima, Mahima, Garima, Laghima, Praptihi, Prakamyam, Ishitvam, Mushitvam. Ashtasiddhi Navanidhi ke Data. That is how Hanumanji is portrayed in Hanuman Chalisa. When we study this Sundarakanda, all these siddhis of a great yogi, none other than Hanuman, are well presented, well evidence based, because Ramayana is not mere Mahakavya or some mythology for us. Ramayana is itiha asa. It was verily like this. It was like this. That is how contemporary of Shriman Sri Ramachandra and Hanumanji, the great Adikavi Valmiki has composed all these 24,000 slokas, and Rama's two sons, Lava and Kusha, they are called Kushilavau, Kushalava Namadharinau, Upagatau, Milita Parasparopamau, Kushilavau, Kushalava Namadharinau. That is how these two, Kusha and Lava, they simply traveled through the villages of that time around Valmiki Ashrama in that Godavari ambience area, visiting every village. Rama Gana Guna Gana, Rama Gatha Guna Gana, that was taken by his own children, Lava and Kusha, but Lava Kusha were not knowing that they are children of Sri great Ramachandra, but their Guru Valmiki gave that Gana, and singing those Gana, they went on visiting every nook and corner of the villages around those Pavitra rivers like Krishna, Godavari, Narmada, Chitrakuta and Panchavati, Karnataka areas. Visiting those areas, Tungabhadra, Krishna, Godavari belts. That is how Dharma was established by Rama Gatha, Rama Gunagana. That is to be remembered now. That is why in this particular Kanda, Hanuman exhibited these Ashtasiddhis. So Anima, he was so small, not physically, psychologically also totally sinking, squeezed because of psychological oppressions. Because in his own childhood he took that saga of jumping to the Surya Mandala and his face burnt so that he developed some sort of swelling. He became Hanuman. And after that, he was not proactive. Though he got that much Vedic knowledge and Shastra Jnana and Shastra Vidya, everything, that is how he was a great model for ideal student life, ideal adventurous life. But because of that situation, always Sangharsha, Samaja in Kishkinda between two brothers, culturally it was corrupt. Vali was that type of egoistic fellow. He was friend of Ramana. Both of them, they befriended each other. Deliberately they developed that type of kingdom, both Kishkinda and Lanka, totally engulfed by consumeristic negativity. That much it is corrupt. But in this city, Hanuman and his team, they took that responsibility of maintaining dharma, Veda Vihita Sanatana Dharma. Likewise, though Ravana and Kumbhakarna were Rajasic and Tamasic people, Vibhishana and his team, they took that responsibility of maintaining Sri Rama's Sanatana Dharma Sampradaya. That is why Vibhishana could do that one. When time came, they all became supporting factors for establishment of dharma. Hanuman and his team, that is led by Sugriva's administrative skill, no doubt. That phase is good, it was. And Vibhishana's team in Lanka, they all became supporters to Ramakarya. Ramakarya means Utthanam, Dharmothanam, Renaissance, re-establishment of Sanatana Dharma. That is how it happened. For that, whatever Yoga Siddhi is very much needed, Hanuman went on acquiring and achieving, staying with Sugriva in Matanga Parvata. That is how we have to analyze psychologically, sociologically. That is why this anima. But anima, it was noticed by his own well-wisher, that great man Jambavan. He was watching and he was the witness for the development, inner potentiality of Hanuman. That is why he could motivate him. And after that motivation received from him, Hanuman took that mission. Shatayojana vistirnam samudram makaralayam nilanghaishuhu ananda sandoho marutatmajaha. See, ananda, that is very important. Even this much challenging task of crossing Shatayojana vistirnam samudram. Normally experts say that yojana means it is more or less 5 miles or some kilometers. However, that much vast area. And he was simply moving in the sky. That is how very well it is portrayed in Sundarakanda, how he was moving in the sky. Pravamanaha Hanuman. That is how he was there. That challenge is very, very important. So that anima mahima now. That mahima capacity is very much tested. Mahima. So what is that mahima? Mahima is that quality is when in some testing time you will never become victim to attractions. That is greatness of Ramakarya Siddhi. That was his main task. Rishayas tushtuvuschainam pravamanam vihayasa jaguscha devagandharvaha prashamsanto mahaujasam. Valmiki is beautiful. Sanskrit, you see, enjoy that Sanskrit. How beautiful it is. So that he was just moving, just like high-tech flight moving in the sky. That much capacity he got. It is not just like a high jump or something, as we know in our Olympic spardhas, competitions. In neither long jump nor high jump, we must not get some confusions there. He got that type of yogic power so that he was simply moving in the sky. That is what we have to understand. That is why pravamanam vihayasa. So he was just flying like high-tech flights, so that दशयोजन विस्तीर्णा योजनमायता छाया वानरसिंहस्य जले चारुतराभूत. When he was flying, how this was reflected in the ocean, and all these were traced by great yogis like rishis and devas, Indradi devas and the other Saptarishis. They were all watching this saga of Hanuman. So that Anima, now it is becoming Garima. Eh? So immediately Devas, they wanted to test him whether he will be successful or not. Because they were all well-wishers, all Devas and Rishis. But they wanted to test whether he will accomplish this mission taken. They were all very curious. That is why they wanted to test his Mahima, Anima, Mari Mahima, Garima, Laghima. That is why all Devas, they were witnessing and watching, and they wanted to test, in order to test his capacity. Abruvan Surya Sankasham Surasam Nagamataram. That is how Valmiki puts it. Gods only. Gods means it is demigods. Gods, so many words in English, you know. But for us, Vedic, those who have that Vedic science, understanding of Vedic science, we have that clear picture. For us, only that is Brahman. That is Sarvashaktam, Sarvajnam, Sarvavyaptam. Omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. That is Brahma. That is Satchidanandam Brahma. It has no akara and vikara. And that Brahman, it is manifested through many various forces, various energies. Indram, Mitram, Varunam, Agnimahu, Atho, Divyastha Supatno, Sasuparno, Garutmana, Ekam Sadvipra, Bahudha Vadanti, Agnim Yamamma Tarishwanamahu. Ekam Sat, but Indram, Varunam, Agni, Suparna, Garutman, Ekam Sat, Tat. Great scholars, Bahuda Vadanti, different names, different forms. So that somewhere it is called Indra. If it is on earth, it is called Agni. It is called Nadi. If it is in the atmosphere, Antariksha, Dvitiya Loka, second Loka, it is Indra, Rudra. If you go to the third layer, that is Duloka, there it is Vishnu, Surya, Savita, all. There are different names given to the same Nirvikalpa Brahma. Nirvikalpam Brahma, Savikalpam, with so many different various kinds of names and names. Names and forms. They are gods. So you cannot make them personified. You cannot portray them in their blood and flesh. That is what now created so much confusion. So Manavikarana. Everywhere we go for Manavikarana. That is our limitations. As whatever we eat, that we offer as Naivedya. Whatever ornaments we wear, that we give to him. That is why we conduct Kalyanotsava. That is why we conduct Shobha Yatra. Whatever is attractive to human beings, we all make it for him and bring Nirvikalpa Brahma to Savikalpa level to our doorsteps. In bringing him to our doorsteps, whatever we like, that we offer to him. That is our limitations. but our limitations now superimposed out of proportion. Manavikarana of divinity is so high. That is why our religion becoming so much noisy and showy. Noisy and showy. We must not do that. So essentially, God is only Sarvajnam, Sarvashaktam, Sarvavyaptam, Sat Chit Ananda Rupam. Not accompanied with wives, children, this, that, this loka, that loka, this palace, that palace, this decoration, that decoration. This cosmetic touch. Very, 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 very. Too much it is. But we must understand what is real God. God means it is Satchidanandam Brahma. Here all these Indradi Devatas, they were witnessing. It is very well described in Devatadhikarana by Shankara Bhagavatpada in Brahma Sutram. All 33 gods. They are all gods in the sense they are different centers in all Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. In all these 7 layers, Saptaloka, they are all Jivatmas. They are Jivis. So Prathama Jivi is Hiranyagarbha. His main abode is Satyaloka. Like that, Bhuhu, Agni, Bhuvaha, Vayuhu, Suvaha, Adityaha, and Maha, it is Somadevata, Chandramaha. And Chandraloka also, again it is Varuna and Vidyut. Then it is Indra Prajapati, then Prajapati. Prajapati means Hiranyagarbha. All 7 layers, they are all these power centers, they are called 33 Devatas. It is very well understood, presented in our Shastras. All 10 mandalas of Rigveda. We have to understand this. Ashta Vasavaha, Dvadasha Adityaha, Ekadasha Rudraha, Indrascha Prajapatihi. This becomes 33 Devatas. Mooru Devategalu, 33 Devatas, 33 Devata, 33,000, 33 lakhs, 33 crore. Any number you can do. Koti. But we have to understand properly. This is real concept. So that these Devatas, they sent Surasa. Nagamataram Surasa, she comes there to test his capacity. He was just flying. He comes. And before that, another episode, it is important. That is Mainaka. Because this Sagara, he also very much benefited by Sri Ramachandra, and he got that sense of gratitude. When Rama's Bhakta Hanuman started saga on his surface, Sagara, he felt that I must take this opportunity to give something back to Ramakarya. So that what he wanted, he motivated this Mainaka Parvata and host Hanumanji, offering hospitality. See, very much interesting. Goodwill, out of sympathy, empathy only, he wanted to offer this to Hanuman. So that motivated by Sagara's advice, Mainaka Parvata, one who was there drowned inside the ocean, he comes to the surface with his so much beautiful ambience, all type of gems, all type of medicinal plants, so much rich gardens, rich fruits, flowers, vegetables, everything. So that he just see now. He requests Hanuman ji, Are Hanuman ji, थोड़ा रुकिए, थोड़ा विश्राम लीजिए. Please take some rest here. That was his request. See, many people will be like that. In our own yoga marga also, we come across that type of people. Out of sadbhava only they come. But naturally, their limitations will be there. They come to offer all those attractive things. All great sadhu mahatmas, tyagis, if they become attracted towards those things, and sadhana will be disturbed, you know. That is why Mainaka he just offered. Then Hanuman's Mahima it is tested here. Mahima is tested here. This type of Mahima testing happens to us also. Be careful, all yoga margis. And there are many Sagarans and Mainakas in our own pathway. Tishthatvam kapishaddula mai vishramya gamyata. See, that is the request of Mainaka Parvata. O Kapishardula, great Hanuman, just for a while, stay here, take rest, proceed further. And he says, Atithi kila pujarha prakritopi vijanata dharmam jijnasamanena kimpanastwadisho mahan. It will be great fortune when ordinary man also comes, it is our duty to offer something for him. That is our duty to extend our hospitality. Then when you, great yogi, and going for Ramakarya, you are just crossing through, then it is my duty to host and to offer something. That is why please come to me and take. That is what Mainaka Parvata tells. Then what happens, you know, Hanuman gently denies it. And I am told, ceaselessly I have to accomplish this task. I cannot stop anywhere. I cannot stop. Because this task is so challenging. That is why these are not of my cup of coffee, my cup of juice. It is not my cup of payasam. That is why I don't take any payasa or any juice. Now main task is only one, single pointed. That is why I have to proceed further and I go. I respect your feeling, I respect your emotions, but I cannot respond positively. I go further. Then Surasa Mataram. Then testing is very interesting. She just opens her mouth. It is highly terrifying. But Hanumanji, his Mahima is so great, unlimited. That is why he simply what happens? Simply he takes that and just enters. Her condition was to Pravishya Vadanam me Adya Gantavyam Vanarottama. Then testing will be there. You must come to my mouth. There, if you succeed in going out and proceed further, then only your ability will be tested. You can move further and fly further and reach Lanka and accomplish your task, and destination will be reached. That is why this testing time, that is why I have to take this. And he enters into her mouth and comes out of it and proceed further. That is how this Anima, Mahima, and Garima, it is called Garima, greatness of Hanuman. Mahima, that is miraculous achievements. Anima, Garima, Lakhima, Praptihi, Prakamyam, Ishitvam, Mashitvam. All these Ashtasiddhis, one after one, referring to the subsequent incidents, it will be tested. When Simhika comes, she is a demon, Rakshasi, and he wins over her and proceeds further. That is how this Sundarakanda story, it is continued. Saga of great Hanumanji. And let us conclude today's satsanga. Anima, Mahima, Garima. Then we go for this Lakhima, because Lakhima technique used here, and simply he enters that Simhika's body, simply he takes her organs from her stomach and she is killed, Rakshasi is killed, and his passage is made clean and proceeds further towards Lanka. काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः सज्जनाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ स्वस्ति लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु.
I'm very thankful to Acharya ji for his beautiful discourse on Ramayana highlighting the characters of Hanumanta. Tomorrow we meet with another topic. Namaskar.